Welcome back, guys, to the Level Up Podcast. This is our third episode, and our second guest. We have a phenomenal guest today, and his name is Emmanueli Maximo Adzoh, a professional MMA fighter, brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's a fucking artist. What's up, bro? How you feeling today, bro? Welcome to the show. And roller coaster getting you in here, but you in here.
Yeah, we're here. Glad to be here.
Hell yeah. So, who are you? Like, what's your story, bro? Like, tell me a little about yourself.
So, EmmanueliAdzoh, 28 years old, immigrant from West Africa. I came to America when I was like maybe 6 years old. I moved. I lived in New York when I started out in Jamaica, Queens, and later on, I lived most of my life in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I learned most things, and then I've been living in California, Orange County for like 5 years now. And I'm a professional fighter. That's all I do. I love martial arts. It's my number one passion in life. Martial arts, art, these things, business. These are things I love.
I love it. So how did you like first get into fighting? Because I know that shit is hard, bro. Like not everybody could do what you're doing. So how did you first like, all right, you know what? Like I'm gonna be a pro. Yeah. Or like I'm gonna go into fighting.
Yeah,
like, is anybody in your family that fought or has fought? Or are you the first one?
Nah, I'm the first person in my family to fight professionally that I know of. Maybe way down the bloodline. Maybe there's some like ancient warriors that were out there going to war and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's in my bloodline. I kind of feel like I was chosen for it. Looking back throughout my whole life.
I like that.
Like when I was a kid, I'd always gravitate towards the fighting. Like even I'd be like watching Dragon Ball Z, like. And just kind of like looking at how they're doing things in their martial arts. And then from there, I'd be watching Bruce Lee movies, And this is like when I'm a kid. Looking back on it, I really feel like it chose me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically.
You didn't choose it, it chose you.
No, it chose me 100%. Because everywhere I go, like I end up getting into fights like as a kid, like in, middle school, elementary school, just on the streets, just getting into fights left and right. And, the way when I decided for real I'm going to be a fighter for real was I was 8th grade going into freshman year. And I think I was just getting out of summer school or something. And I just went up to one of my buddy's house and I was meeting some of the high school kids. And that was when the movie Never Back Down was popping, And so basically this kid was like, hey, let's fight. And he was a junior. So I'm not scared of anybody. And I'm used to fighting my brother and his friends. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it, So we had all the kids, they all circled up. It was like a good amount of people. We put on the MMA gloves, and I knew nothing about wrestling, knew nothing about jiu-jitsu at this point. I didn't even really know what the UFC was. Mm-hmm. Like when I seen the UFC, I'm like, these guys are crazy. I would never do that. Mm-hmm. My first fight ever I seen was Tito versus Ken Shamrock, and I was like, hey, these guys are crazy. I'd never do that. So basically, we start fighting. He takes me down, passes my guard immediately, goes to mount, beats me up, and I tap out. I'm like, all right. Let's do it again. Again, he takes me down, beats me up, passes my guard, puts me in a choke, tap out. I'm like, all right, now let's do it again. Again, takes me down, slams me down, beats me up, beats my ass.
Oh, man.
I get up off the ground. I'm like, all right, I'm going to learn this stuff. And from that moment on, that's when I knew I was going to be a fighter. But looking back on everything, like it was meant to happen. I felt like I was literally chosen to do this. It chose me. That's why I can't, like, if I don't train or anything, it's on my mind always. Like, literally, every second of the day you see me, I'm thinking about fighting.
Right.
Always. Right now, I'm thinking about fighting. I'm thinking about techniques. I'm thinking about training, So that's how I got started into it.
Fuck, bro. So you have to get beat 3 times just to make sure that, all right, like, I want to become, like, a master at this craft.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck that kid up.
Yeah.
Did you ever end up, like, going back and fighting him?
Nah, we never fight again, but I would destroy it. It wouldn't even be a fight, all those guys that back in those days, I've surpassed them all. They all stopped, and they went in different fields in life, and
8th grade,
I continued on. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I do boxing, so I know that it's fucking hard as fuck, bro. Yeah. How do you stay motivated even when you don't want to really go to the gym or you don't want to train or you don't want to spar or whatever it is? Like, I know that everybody has that doubt in their mind where they're like, I don't feel like doing it today.
Yeah. So
what keeps you motivated?
So what keeps me motivated is like, a lot of people have poured knowledge into me. A lot of people are like, hey, man, you can do it. You can do it. Keep going. my parents, my mom, you know, my students, you know, my coaches. So many people have put effort and put work into me that I have to see how far I can take it. You know, this is my dream. You know, and a lot of people. It's not only my dream, but a lot of people. It's a lot of people have become a part of it. You know, so it's bigger than myself. You know, so and just the simple fact that you know, there's some kid out there who's 13 who is exactly like me. You know what I'm saying? Who maybe just got beat up and he's like, all right, you know what? I want to learn fighting. Or maybe he's on the fence and thinks that he can't do it, you know? And those things right there, that's what inspires me to do it, because I'm like, all right, I want to see how far I can take it. And I know I could do it, and I know I'm good. You know, I've put in mad work. So I have to do it. You know, that's pretty much it. When I'm tired and I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to spar, I don't want to do this, I'll put on Floyd Mayweather and look at like his motivational stuff, like his mindset. I'll put on some Ali. I'll get pumped up from that, and I'll look at their low moments. You know, I'll look at their low moments and see like, okay, like this is normal. They do to come back? Exactly, and that's what gets me fired up, and that's how I get the mindset. You know, to get in there and do it when I don't want to do it, but most of the time I want to do it.
So that's what keeps you motivated. Now, when you are fighting and you're in that fucking cage and you're just battling out, boom, 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 what keeps you intact in that fight? Like, what makes you be like, even though you know that you're losing, what keeps you like in that fucking God mode where you're like, fuck that, like I gotta win, like, I gotta smash his face, like I'm losing, but I gotta come back.
Yeah,
like,
man.
What do you think about?
Because a few things. When I hear the crowd going ape shit, like, so when I fought Patrick Becker, I won every round, but we were going back and forth, you know. And the second round, he took me down at one point. It was like throwing ground and pound. So I hear the crowd going, Manny. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's fucking go. Yeah. Like, there's no turning back. There's no giving up. Regardless of whatever happens, I'm gonna, because there's these people who are there who support me, you know, who really want to see me do it, and they care enough to come watch me fight. They care enough to be in Missouri watching me fight. They care enough to be in West Africa watching me fight. You know, so it's not just about me. It's about
all of them.
You know, it's about everybody. I'm fighting. They're fighting, but no, they're in there with me. You know, so and that's really what it's about. I'm just a vessel, basically. You know, and that's when I'm in the fight. What keeps me going is like my coaches, that I remember how much effort they put into me. All my coaches, you know, even my high school coaches, all the people who've poured knowledge into me. My family, you know, making my mom proud, making my dad proud. You know, making my sister and my brother proud. You know, making my bloodline proud, making people back in Africa see like, oh damn, like Manny's doing it. Like we don't really fight here, but he's doing it. Okay, so I could do my dreams too.
So you just opened that door for them.
Yeah,
Since
exactly.
You are the first one from
from Togo, Lomé, Togo.
Togo represent. Watching you from Togo.
Oh yeah,
you become a pro too.
100%. Do whatever you want, and I truly believe that. You know, because for me to be fighting was a stretch, and when I'm in the fight and the fire is on. Also, what keeps me motivated
is
a
different mindset, huh? Like something just snaps.
Yeah, and you know the biggest thing is like I've sacrificed so much to get to here. There's no turning back. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the fight and shit's not going left, I worked so hard in training that it's like, no, motherfucker, like you're trying to take something from me. You know what I'm saying? And you're not taking nothing from me.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I love that mindset that you have, because you know, even when I'm in business or something like that, like that's how I think. Like you're trying to take something from me because you know if this didn't work out. But that's crazy that you think like that. How do you use that same mentality in your life?
Yeah. So same thing, you know, when life is beating me up, you know, I literally just go back to my training. I go back to my training and I'm like, all right, I'm in the pocket right now, but I know that I can get out of whatever, you know, because you get beat up in the gym all the time, you know, you get beat up in the gym. So when life is beating you up, it's just like, all right, I trained for this. I trained for life. You know what I'm saying? That's what martial arts is so great. So, yeah, man, same thing. You know, my life, your life is not just your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people have poured into you. Just so many people have died to get to you to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the thousands of people who have got to you to this point. So that's kind of like throughout life when shit's getting rough. That's kind of what keeps me motivated as well, and just knowing that all right, I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in training.
What's like
the same
the toughest shit that you had to go through? Like,
toughest,
was it cutting weight? Was it fighting someone that you knew like fuck, I'm gonna lose because I didn't do this or I didn't prepare right for this? Like, what was like the moment or like something like that you really had to like trigger mentally to like just keep it going. And
Yeah.
who do you like listen to while that's happening, or who do you like talk to? Because like us men, bro, we can't talk about like how we're like really feeling deep down inside. So like, where do you navigate yourself, you know, out of that? Like, where do you go?
Yeah, no, 100%. So like, toughest shit I've been through, man. I'm trying to think, man. Like, probably high school year, maybe senior year high school. And the thing is, at that point, you know, I just had, or no, not senior year, maybe like sophomore year, something like that. I had a really, really rough season of wrestling where I was getting fucking mauled in wrestling. And on top of that, so I'm losing all these matches. On top of that, self-esteem was like going down because I'm losing these matches. On top of that, you're just dealing with, my grades are going down. You're dealing with all these different things. I want to quit wrestling. Like, oh shit, you're not doing, like, oh, what are you doing? Like, where's your life going? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what's going on? So at that point, I was very down. You know, I'm like trying to figure it out, and I'm getting mauled in wrestling. I'm like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna do this? Basically, what got me through that is just like, just keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? Keep showing up and just little victories throughout the day.
Right.
Like daily, you know, even if you feel like you're taking L's every day, sitting back, writing down, taking a journal, writing shit down, and just analyzing how I'm gonna get out of it. But the toughest thing I've been through, as I was fighting, preparing for a fight, my first fight, we did this drill in Missouri. Back in Missouri, Coach Steve, all my training partners, Dom, my guy Roy out there. So basically, we have a drill where there's one guy who stays inside, and then you have a new person come in.
What do you mean stay
round.
inside? Stay inside the ring.
Stay inside the ring, and then you
Okay.
have a new guy come in every round. You know what I mean? They're fresh.
So these are different techniques, different skills, different people.
skills, different people
So
when you're fighting. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So this day, my coach was trying to break me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
he's
it was
trying to
like
see where
I don't
you're
know
at.
how long we were going, but it had to been like damn near 35 minutes of fighting. You know what I'm saying? And
Fuck.
it was like new guy, to the point where I was dead tired and done. I couldn't breathe. There was nothing left. You know what I'm saying? And then that point, the way I got through it was like, you're getting beat up. I'm just like in the pocket. I'm just having my hands up and just like seeing what I can do, And there's something my coach Steve told me. He's like, you gotta weather the storm. That was like a real powerful thing. I always go back to. He's like,
What do
yeah,
you mean
weather
by
the
that,
storm.
though? Like weather
so,
the storm?
for example, in sparring, like in that drill, for example, you're dead tired. These guys are fresh. You're getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
How do you fucking
and
go through
You're
that?
going your ass beat. But in that moment, you're getting your ass beat. You could think, damn. You could focus on, damn, I'm getting my ass beat right now. Or you could focus on, okay, I'm getting my ass beat. Okay, let me defend. How do I get out of this? Let me see what's going on. Let me be calm, block, move, dodge, go back to my train, get out the storm. Or you can focus on, oh shit, I'm getting my ass beat. Oh, he just hit me. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't see. Fuck, I'm tired. Like, damn, like, or you can focus on all that shit and it will destroy your mindset.
Right.
But if you focus on, all right, I'm getting my ass beat. All right, let me weather the storm. Let me be calm here. Let me breathe. Let me take the shots. Let me see what's going on. Let me revert back to my training. And that's the exact same way in life. Like, you might have all kinds of shit going on.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to weather the storm, You got to weather the storm. Like, I remember when I first moved to California, at one point, shit was real rough. At one point, it was like no money coming in. You know what I'm saying? My car was like done, so I didn't have a car. All this shit was just going left. You know what I'm saying? I had to run everywhere basically, and I'm like, fuck. Like, am I gonna have to move back? Nah, I'm not doing that. We're gonna figure this shit out. And I just weathered the storm, and I figured out like how do you do it? Okay,
bro, like I relate to that so fucking crazy, bro. Literally, like that. That's why I really wanted you on here, because when you told me like, oh, I moved here 5 years ago, I know that feeling. Like you moved here with what, like $200, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I moved here 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, literally nothing.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't have a car, nothing. And the same thing with you, bro. I was literally walking to the gas station. I wasn't running, but I was fucking walking my ass everywhere. And my dad and mom, they weren't really like supporters of anything I did. They were just like, come back over here. What the fuck are you doing over there? And I decided to stay, just like you decided to stay. And it's just crazy because like you said, like you were chosen for that shit. The same way, like, some people, like, they don't even know what their ability is or what their passion is, but it chooses them. Like, you know, when you see a movie and, you know, like, I don't know a movie, but I've seen plenty of movies where the thing or whatever it is picks them, and now they're the samurai.
Yeah,
You know, they're the
exactly,
fucking,
yeah.
they're the fucking samurai, bro. Like,
100%.
you have to fucking you have to pave the way. It's all on you now.
Yeah.
So that type of mindset is what needs to be like. The same mindset you have is the same mindset everyone should have.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. That's not the case.
Yeah.
So what would you do differently, or what would you tell yourself if you could go back in time, right? What would you tell yourself when you were in 8th grade?
8th grade, I just tell myself, hey, you know, stay focused. You can do it. You can really, really do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. Stay focused and believe it. You know, study the game. Study every skill. You know, make a game plan. You know, if someone's stronger than you, think of ways that you can beat them. Don't think about how they're stronger than you. And on top of that, hey, you can do whatever you want. You can pass these classes. You can do whatever. You're smart. You could do this shit. You know, don't think you can't. Like, basically, that's what I would tell myself. Because through the process, I had to learn, like, okay, no, actually, no, I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, no, okay.
Did you believe in yourself as you were building that?
Yeah.
You know, technique and that skill and talent was coming in now because you're putting in the hard work. Because without hard work, there's no fucking talent. Yeah. So you started to believe in yourself more and more and more as you developed that.
As is like a snowball effect. One day I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna believe in myself. I'm just like, one day I'm just like, regardless of what anybody says, even though right now I'm at 0 and I'm like skinny and weak and it's a far stretch for me to even be wrestling right now because these kids have been doing it way longer than me. I'm like, hey, fuck it, okay? You gotta feel some way at the end of the day. So I'm like, you know what? You're a bad motherfucker. You could do this shit. Yeah. Even if I didn't believe it, I was just like, fuck it.
I'm gonna David Goggins shit, bro.
I'm just gonna believe it, you know. And then from there, you start to act differently based on the way the thoughts you're saying in your head.
It's a program.
You know, it's literally a program.
Yeah,
so
it's a program.
That's literally what I would tell. I would tell myself that information.
Just keep fucking going and be focused. I love it. So I did like check out your Instagram. I saw that you were with David Goggins. Like how was that shit, bro? Like I know you went running with him. Yeah. So like what's the difference between him in real life and on social media?
Yeah. Like, there's no difference. He's the exact same guy.
Fucking beast.
Exact same guy. Inspiring dude.
Hey, Bruda, can we pull up that photo real quick? I want to see it again, bro. Cause how old is he? Do you know?
He's in his 40s.
His 40s and he looks like that.
He's in his 40s.
That's crazy.
I think he's 45 That's insane, or some shit. But yeah, man, he's the exact same guy. This dude, and mind you, when I started running him, he had already ran by probably like 25 miles already that day.
What the fuck?
Yeah, 100%.
He ran how much miles with you?
It was he ran like 6 miles. Yeah, but he had been running all day. So it's like, yeah, man, he's the exact same dude. I chopped it up with him for like a good, like 15 minutes. We talked about the fight game, talked about running, we talked about, just like inspiration and, like his come up. I met his mom as well. Yeah. We talked for a minute and, there's a lot of people there, but he's just a real dude, just a real genuine guy. And one thing I relate to him so much because, with him, like where I lived in Missouri, when I first moved there, I was when I lived in St. Louis, is the inner city. It's like, all black people. I was still an outsider though because I was an immigrant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I like get into fights like some kid would be like, oh, African booty scratcher. I'm like, all right, we're fighting. Or like, I was like poor, so I was wearing the same shit like maybe 2-3 days in a row.
I'm an immigrant, so I know that feeling.
Yeah.
And then the kids like, oh, you fob. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is a fob? Fresh off the boat, fob. Yeah. I'm like, fuck you, let's get it.
Yeah, let's go. And then you get in these fights. But when I moved to O'Fallon, my parents started doing better. My mom's business took off.
What does your mom do? Sorry.
She's a entrepreneur. She has a beauty salon.
Okay.
She has like a beauty shop as well. So hair salon and a beauty salon, and she does like just different entrepreneur stuff. Like
love it.
Like
and she
buys
came
a bunch of
nothing,
shit.
Huh?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, my dad's an engineer. Very smart guy, business minded and very mathematical minded. So when we moved to O'Fallon, basically I was the only kid, like only black kid in the class. Mm-hmm. So there would always be like these hillbillies, saying crazy shit. So you had to get into a fight with them. So regardless of where I was at, I had to fight. Always had to fight. So
that's crazy because that's literally the same story of David Goggins.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why with David Goggins, that's why I relate to him so much. Because when he was telling me his story, I'm like, I know exactly what you mean, So And then one day I just started running, bro. One day I was just like, all right, I want to be a fighter. I don't know how to do it. I'm just gonna run. You know,
That's the first step too.
Yeah,
like, everybody hates running. I fucking hate it. But it's like that's what builds stamina. That's where you're really hungry. Like, all right, who the fuck is gonna roll the boats? That's exactly his line. So you gotta keep going and you gotta keep running.
And that mindset of where like, all right, I'm tired, but it's
going.
you versus you. Keep going.
Keep going.
You know, and that's really where I learned that from. And like when I was going through shit when I first moved to California, I used that as a training tool. So I'm like, all right, my car is fucked up. I gotta throw the car away. All right, bet. I'm running to here and there, but I'm gonna use it like, all right, bet. I'm just using this as training. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, yeah. So it was like it was actually
a great mindset to have,
it was a
bro.
win.
You have a good head on your shoulders. You know, because a lot of people, they were just like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm done. I'm gonna Uber. I'm gonna do this. Spend more money on this. Blah blah blah. But that's a really good mindset to have, and I know you had to sacrifice a lot. Like that was a big sacrifice.
Yeah, everything.
So, what was your biggest sacrifice that you had to like, do or you had to go through just to be where you at now as a pro?
Oh man, leaving my family, leaving all my friends, leaving my coaches, and going to California where you know nobody and just start from zero. I knew people here. I had some friends here, but it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You leave your hometown. You leave your hometown and you're like, all right, I'm going to start from zero and I'm going to really make a life for myself. Because there's lonely times like, you'll be like, oh, damn, I don't know anybody, but I'm here for my dream. I'm trying to make it happen.
100%.
And before you have friends and you're in a new spot. And, a lot of people move back. But for me, that was the biggest sacrifice. Like being there Christmas and I can't go back home because
fight camp
or just like it just didn't, the timing, and then just being there by yourself, and you still call your family, like talk to them, but it's not the same as when you're there having Christmas or having Thanksgiving, like lonely Thanksgivings and shit like that, just in the gym, bro. I remember like when I first moved to California, May the first year, Thanksgiving, everyone's like with their family and shit. I'm talking to my parents on the phone. I'm like, yeah, we're having a good time, whatever, but I'm in the gym. I went back to the gym, hit the bag, like, by myself. I'm like, yeah, no one's doing this shit. They're out there with their family eating turkey and shit. I'm in the fucking gym sacrificing.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I've spent 3 fucking almost consecutive years like lonely, like literally, like my first time even buying a fucking Christmas tree. This is my first time in 24 years ever buying one.
Yeah.
But literally straight loneliness. But honestly, I like that.
Yeah.
Because that's where you figure yourself out. But if you're lonely and you're in your thoughts, negative thoughts, it'll fucking destroy you.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why you have a good head on your shoulder and you haven't failed in that kind of category because you always kept a healthy mindset.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what it's all about.
Becoming your own man,
100.
Going out there. Most people won't ever leave their hometown because a
They're
lot of people want to, but they're scared to.
They're scared to. They're hearing, oh, you're an idiot if you do that.
Yeah.
And
it's too expensive there. Blah blah blah.
If it didn't work out for you, does not mean it won't work out for me.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. And even if 100%. I take a bunch of L's, like let's say you lose 3 consecutive fights or 4 consecutive fights.
Yeah.
That's 4 L's. That's 2 W's that you'll take next. So it's like that's the way you gotta keep thinking about it. So as a professional fighter, like, what's your routine, bro? Like, I know you're also a businessman. You also do art, and we're gonna talk about art in a minute. But like, what is your daily routine? Like, you get up and you go straight running, or do you eat, or like, what is it?
So I usually get up. I'll watch some fights. I'll watch some techniques, getting prepared for like the practice that I'll have coming up. So I get up, watch that, and then I'll go to the gym. Monday, for example, we do hard training, then we go spar. Then after that, I'll go do another practice. Right after that, wrestling at a different gym. Mm-hmm. Then after that, I'll go home, get something to eat, get my first meal. And then after that, I'll go back to the gym, maybe train a couple people, then do another session, maybe either running, conditioning, lifting weights, something like that. And then I'll go later on in the night, I'll have another session. So usually it's 3 times a day.
That's fucking crazy.
3 sessions a day.
But I only heard you say you eat once. So do you just eat one time
and
then work out 3 fucking times?
3 times, and then the last meal of the day would be at nighttime. I typically eat like 2 meals a day, and that's all healthy shit like salmon, potatoes, steak. Now I'm eating more steaks, but liver, stuff like that, just healthy stuff.
How much liver do you like eat on a daily basis?
Liver, I'll eat liver. It's not like a daily thing.
It's
just like just a little handful, not raw or nothing. Just like liver, I'll cook it up. Eat it. It tastes good. A little bit of seasoning. I don't eat liver every day, but like maybe like once a week.
Okay. Is it bad to eat liver like every other day?
I don't think so. I don't see why
I'm gonna
it
start
would
doing
be.
that honestly. 'Cause I was vegan for 2 years and I felt at my weakest honestly.
Yeah.
So now that I'm eating meat and trying to get bigger and I am getting bigger, like I just want to keep intaking like raw stuff like raw goat milk, raw fucking honey, raw fucking liver, like just stuff that I should be eating,
Yeah.
just like our ancestors were.
Yeah, I don't
And
eat it
look
raw,
at
but
those.
yeah, the raw is a little much. I
Like
like
the
the
Liver
way
King.
it tastes. Yeah, but he's on steroids, but
Nah, he's not.
yeah,
He's
clean.
not.
He's
not.
100% clean. Yeah.
But I seen this video. He came out clean. He was like, "I'm sorry for lying." Blah blah blah. So shout out to Liver King if you're watching this. You
I
still,
actually met him in Vegas.
How is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he the same?
He's the same type of guy. Actually, he was all right. You know what I'm saying? He had his shirt off. It was at the UFC fights, Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier.
He has no fucking shirt on, bro.
No shirt on.
I guess that's his like trademark.
That's his thing. He was a big guy. I mean, he was actually pretty cool. There might be even a video somewhere. I invited him to my fight, and he had his whole team with him, his security. They were recording everything, and they were like, yeah, like he's actually a cool dude, to be honest. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
But he was clearly on steroids. I mean, this guy's clearly on steroids. Like, come on. But and then you know what? I seen him in the club too after the fights. I was in the club, and I was just like, I don't really want to be here. I was like with my buddy, and I was like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. And then I see, I look over, this dude has no shirt on. He's just walking through the club. Yeah. Like, he's walking through the club, no shirt on. Beard, no shirt, shorts. I'm like, bro, this guy's a wild guy. But he was a cool dude, though.
Caveman, even in clubs. That's crazy. Fucking Liver King, man. So, like, I know fighters go through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like they go through some fucking hard shit, and people from the outside looking inside, they just see them going at it, but they don't know what they're going at in life.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I know you've been through some traumatizing events and stuff, but like what would you say to the fans if they were watching you fight or watching anybody fight and someone gets knocked out and they're just like fuck yeah or what?
Yeah.
Like, because I do it sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause my adrenaline rushes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know,
Like, you see a
it's
knockout,
cool.
it's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
But some
especially
people
if
be
that's
like,
your
"Oh,
guy.
do this, oh, do that."
You know what?
And it's just
The
like
worst thing
why
is
don't
like,
you go ahead and do it?
no, 100%.
You know?
That for sure. And then like people saying stupid shit. Like, let's say a fighter gets knocked out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then someone goes and like, hey, I had money on you, like blah blah blah, like you got knocked out, bro. I actually told one dude because my last fight I lost. This guy was like, he was like saying some cheeky shit. He was like, oh, like you got knocked out your last fight. I was like, hey, but I'll knock you out though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what are we talking about here? Like, I literally, he didn't expect me to say it, but like, no, if you say some stupid shit, bro,
Yeah, say stupid shit, win stupid shit.
You're
Like,
gonna like you gotta understand, like we're in there fighting people. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think I won't slap the shit out of you? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like the main thing is that people gotta respect what's going on. Like when you go in there, you're risking your life, you know. And if a fighter
100%.
loses, it's already bad enough. Dude got knocked out. Yeah, like yeah, of course, like cheer for your guy, everything. But
100%.
however, if there's a fighter, and you see him get knocked out, whatever, and you're like, oh, well, I put money on this guy and he did this and that. Bro, his guy's doing his best. He did everything he could. You never know what deals guys are dealing with.
He
So
could
it's
have a
just like,
broken leg.
broken
he
leg.
Could,
all
he
types
could be
of
going
injuries.
through something, and
All types
I
of
know
shit,
plenty
bro.
of fighters that literally like they lose their mom or they lose someone close to them, and they're so close to the fight that they can't even I remember talking to you and you were telling me like that time that you had to like stay and train for the fight and you had someone that passed away and you couldn't even go see them.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, it's real shit. It was my last fight. All kinds of shit was going on. People do not understand. Had all kinds of shit going on. As a fighter, you're we're stoic. You know, it's just like you get to a point where you're just like, hey, fuck it. This goes wrong, that goes wrong. Hey, fuck it. I don't care. I'm in the zone. So, that last fight, my grandma actually passed away right before the fight. And it was maybe like a week or two before the fight. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go to Africa for the funeral because it was too close to the fight. And I sold so many tickets that so many people were coming and traveling.
Right.
It wouldn't be right for me to just leave and be like, even though everyone would have understood.
You would have let them all down, but they don't really know what's going on.
So it's kind of like, you go into the fight with that on your heart. You go into the fight with injuries. You go into the fight with all kinds of things.
So do you apply that same mindset into your life?
Yeah, oh yeah. And nothing can stop me. If even things go wrong, I'm just like, yeah, all right, bet. Things are downhill right now, but just give me a moment till I'm gonna come back like this. So I watch like Rocky like regularly just to get like some inspiration,
No, I
like,
love Rocky.
I love when Rocky he was coming off a loss. He lost the belt and he was gonna fight Clubber Lang. Mm-hmm. and the whole process of him training, and he's getting beat up in training. He's gonna quit, and he's looking in the mirror, and he just hears Apollo Creed like, "Hey Rocky, there is no tomorrow."
Yes, I rewatched that fucking reel
me too.
Over it,
yeah,
over
me
it,
too.
over it. There is no tomorrow.
Yeah, there is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
And then you see him come back, and he's fucking getting back in his zone. You see him building up and building up. That's exactly how it is in the fight game and in life. You can't let none of this shit defeat you. You can't let none of this shit stop
you. Have a Rocky fucking mindset.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
crazy because it's Rocky, bro. Like life itself is just fucking Rocky.
Yeah.
And you might fall off that rock and hurt yourself, but you just gotta climb back up.
Yeah,
You know, especially if the key is there to open a new door.
Yeah.
You gotta just climb. It doesn't matter if you have a broken leg. Because I've known fighters and I've seen fighters that literally like, bro, they're so fucked up mentally,
100%.
and they just like God mode. I'm in there.
Yeah,
Like something switches.
Yeah.
And as fighters, like we definitely do use that in our everyday life, because if we don't know what the fuck, like, you know, like, especially with your technique, like, bro, you can end someone's life like, instantly. So it's like we have to have self-control, and it's like we get tested. And I know you get tested on the daily sometimes, you know, or someone will say some cheeky shit and you just want to like just fucking rip his heart off.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta
but also you gotta be calm and relaxed. But however, you can't just let people disrespect you. You know, so like the dude's talking about you got knocked out the last fight. Yeah, I did. However, I will knock you out. So you gotta have some respect, because that's the thing. Most people haven't ever actually been in a physical altercation. So that's
professionally and in front of multiple people, especially the people that you love. Like, it's a different environment, bro. I've only done amateur fights, and I was doing pretty good. And I'm just like, bro, like it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
like,
nowhere near.
So many things, bro. There's so many things. But then on a bigger scale, with like in an arena with lights and cameras, and it's just, I don't know, man. Like it is a lot to handle as one person while you're going through a lot of shit. So people do need to respect fighters while they are fighting, because you don't know what the fuck they're going through.
I mean, we just had a fighter die recently, Anthony Johnson. He had like cancer going on. Before his fight, before that, he had to pull out of the fight. Everyone was absolutely shitting on this dude, like, "Hey, fuck you!" Like, we bought tickets, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, this guy's fighting for his life, but he didn't say a word to nobody until he died. No one knew why he died, but he was dealing with cancer. You know what I'm saying? That's just how fighters are. Like, you never know what people are dealing with. So as far as fighter goes, when you're watching a fight, like, just have respect. Like, period.
100%, I agree, 100%. So I know you do artwork as well, and they're very like abstract and trippy. Like, where did you like get that kind of style or inspiration from? Cause like, do you do mushrooms? I love mushrooms. I don't take them on a daily. I take like little microdose pills that helps me like focus and stuff. But
I'll do some microdosing. I'll do some microdosing, but I don't recommend. You have to respect mushroom. You cannot. Don't. If you're the kids watching it, do not think you're just gonna do mushrooms, and don't be dumb, because it could go very bad for you. It's not like it's a thing where trip. You got to take it seriously if you're gonna do it, and it's not for everybody as well, and it's not something that you do like every day.
It chooses you. The same thing like that chose you. Like 100%. I feel like the mushroom, they want you to love them. They want you to like be with them and be in their little world. But you'll get lost.
You get lost. They'll show you lessons. They'll bring you lessons to your core. First time I did them the right way. We meditated. We went in with the intention. I prepared for it mentally. And it confronted me with like all types of fears that I had, So I had like the main thing that it confronted me with was like the fear of death. It was like, 'cause at one point I was like, all right, I'm for sure gonna die. I'm dead. I'm done. At one point it was like, oh shit, I'm dead. And then I was like, oh shit, okay, I'm dead. I guess that sucks, but all right, just accept it. And then once I accepted it, the whole thing opened up,
changed up,
and everything, all this information started coming in. However, I do not recommend. It's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not for everybody.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah,
don't do
mushrooms.
Don't do I don't even think mushroom is a drug. I think it's a holistic medicine. But
it's natural.
Do your research first.
Do your research. Don't just rush into doing that. But
set
like
intentions.
When I started doing my art like that way before the mushrooms. So like I've played with all different styles. I've done realism, cubism, abstract art. Landscapes, all types of art. So my style, at least over the last couple years, has been a mix of cubism, and then it's been more surrealism. Right. Surrealism, because I feel like through the surreal style of art, you can put messages and you can really kind of make someone's mind think of something in a different way. you know, so they could put
Make
two
them
and two
feel
together.
something just through
Yeah,
art.
yeah,
Like
through
you,
art,
like
yeah.
you said earlier, like you know, your art, even like Picasso's art, like a lot of these big people that are like worldly known, even back then, you know, before we were even alive, like they have art that just speaks for themselves without
Yeah.
even having to say anything.
Yeah,
you
this
know?
this person, Michelangelo, he's dead long time ago. However, you look at his art and it's like, oh shit, like all right, they
He
even
was feeling this that day. He was
he's
feeling
feeling
that
that.
day.
Like okay,
Yeah.
I feel that, I see that. It's just a different. I feel like art is the highest level of communication.
Right.
'Cause we could talk all day, but you might not understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You might say something and it might mean completely something different to you than what it means to me.
Right.
You know, so we could be talking and we don't understand each other. However, art, I draw the thing, you put it there, and you don't have to say a word, but you understand it internally. So I feel like it's the highest level of communication that there is. You know, I feel like art's just another thing. It's so beautiful to me. I love it. You know, just that's why I feel with fighting as well. Because when you go in there and fight another man, you guys are communicating on
With
another
art.
level. Yeah, with
It's
art,
just whose
straight up.
art is it whose
Yeah.
art is better or who mastered the art better?
It's whose art is better. It's whose mental game is stronger. But you see a lot of things. You know, like you're fighting demons while you're in there. Even when
Yeah,
you're fighting
yeah.
yourself. Like you're fighting this guy, but you're fighting yourself.
It's like a
and
mirror.
You're like overcoming all kinds of things. Overcoming fear. Overcoming you know, the mental doubts. You know, those are demons. Like, oh, you quit. You can't do it. Quit. You're
Yeah.
like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, you're beat up and you're swollen and everyone's watching. Damn, am I gonna lose? I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Let's do it to the death. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You gotta make
100%.
it happen to see what you're made out of. You know, that's what fighting is. So real. It's the realest thing that there is. You know, because even if you lose,
is, bro. I
you know,
100% agree
someone's
with
gonna
that.
win. Someone's gonna lose. You
Yeah.
know, and that's how it is. And it's just real. You know, it's just raw. There's nothing that compares to it.
So how would you describe like if someone is really 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 trying to like say me, right? Like I'm 24 and I've been wanting to become like a professional boxer forever, and that's what I wanted to do until I came out here to California. But I don't think it's too late. I think that I'm just focused on different shit.
Yeah.
But I know that there's people out there that are maybe my age, maybe 13, 14, 15, and everyone around them is just doubting them. Like, no, go to school, don't fight, don't. What do you want to tell them?
Well, first off, doubt is the first step to success. If you look at anybody in the world, right, who's doing great things, Conor McGregor, for example, everyone told him that, oh, you can't do it. Ali, everyone told him, oh, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't beat this. You can't beat Sonny Liston. What are you doing? Literally every single person who's done anything,
Told them
the first step is like everyone's gonna tell you can't do it. So once you hear that, you know that you're on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Like within reason. Once you start doing something and you're something you really, really want to do, and you're doing big, let's say you start a business, everyone's gonna be like, oh, bro, why don't you just get a job? You know most businesses fail, right?
Yeah, you're investing
you know,
too much.
You're investing
You're
too
doing
much. Bro, why don't you just quit, bro? What are you doing? Like, what do you, just get a job. That's the first step to success, literally. That's like, it's just testing you. It's like the world testing you to see if you really deserve what you want to get. You know what I'm saying?
100%,
Because if you quit,
100%.
then it's like you never deserved it. Just like if I lost my last fight, there's no stopping, bro. I'm gonna keep going. If I stopped, then I never deserved it. That's why when you win that belt, when I win that belt, it's gonna be so much sweeter because
I can't wait to be
you
there,
know,
bro.
I'm
When is your next fight, by the way?
the next fight? I'm planning probably like March.
All right, so look, everybody, look, if you guys are located in what, California?
Yeah, Southern California.
Southern California, and you guys want to come see him fight, just check out his Instagram page at
EmmanueliAdzoh.
and be there.
Yeah,
Represent
come
from
through.
Togo.
Yeah, oh damn right. You know,
Fuck
I
yeah,
love this.
I'm gonna be there. I can't wait to see you fight, bro. Like
Yeah.
I know you train your ass off for it. I know, like, bro, I see it. You know, even when you train me, like I had to fucking throw up. And if anybody out there that wants to get some really, really high fucking quality workout in, whether it's for a UFC fight or whether you're trying to become a fighter, there's the man to do it. Cause
Oh, yeah.
I've never
Appreciate
threw up
that.
like that, but but every time I think about it, I think about the photo, and it's just like fuck, man. Like it was pretty bad, but I loved it, and definitely worth it. So hit him up for some training, and let's see what you guys have, you know.
1,000,000%.
But for the people out there, for the kids, for the youth, get your ass up and follow your dreams. You heard the man himself. And just get to it, you know. Everybody, the first step is like you said, like everybody's gonna tell you can't do it, but in reality you can, you know. Otherwise, like why would light bulb? Like who the fuck? Like it's just the idea. Like first,
100%.
it's just the idea. Everything is mental and in your head. Like you can do it if you really put your mind to it. And you know that's what this is all about, bro.
I mean, like you, the first guy who said, "All right, I'm gonna make some radio waves so you could hear someone from across the world talk through
a fucking line,
through
or
a line,
telepathically,
through
or some shit.
telepathically. Someone was like, "Bro, you're batshit crazy." I believe that guy actually got committed to a psych hospital when he said he was gonna do that. Literally, and he's like, "Bro, he knew some other shit that they didn't know."
Yeah.
However, that's
Same
how
thing with
this,
Albert Einstein.
You know, same shit. And it's like the first step is everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you
It's
can't
crazy
do
that
it."
you say batshit crazy, because honestly, like, you have to be batshit crazy to make shit crazy happen.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, you got,
yeah.
like, honestly, look, I'm a madman.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people will see me and like chill with me. Like, my frequency is here. Like, I'm always like boom, 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 boom. And I don't do like nothing. Like, I don't do drugs, nothing. There's nothing in me that makes me do that. It's just the way I am.
Yeah.
I'm batshit
High
crazy.
on life.
High on life.
Yeah.
I'm always high on life. I'm always on the go, bro. Like, what's the next step? What's the next step? Wait, you gotta calm down. You gotta chill. Shut the fuck up. What's the next step? Like, that's it. Like, keep it going, bro.
100%.
There's no like giving up in our type of blood.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, it could be like that with everyone if they just fucking believed in themselves and just got their asses up and actually done it. And you know, like you said, like, you're gonna have bumps on the road. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fucking bleed. It doesn't matter. Heal, go on. Especially if you're fucking young, you have so much time.
Yeah.
Time is your most valuable asset. And I've spent so much time like just doing dumb shit, bro, that now it's like, I don't even want friends if I can't talk about money or the future. I don't want friends that I can't learn from. I don't want any extra friends if I can't benefit in a positive way, because I know whoever hangs out with you, they learn a technique, right?
Yeah.
They learn how to move. They learn how to stick and move. They learn something.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you going to provide me if you're hanging out with me or if I'm hanging out with you? You know, and that's the second step to succeeding. If you want to become a fighter, hang around fighters. If you want to become a businessman, hang around businessmen.
Yeah, and if the people around you, if there's no one, let's say, for example, when I lived in Missouri, bro, there wasn't really, when I first started training until I was able to get a car and start like driving to the gym and stuff, there wasn't really anybody around me. My friends were like fighting a little bit, but we were just fighting in the backyard. If there's no one around you,
Like, never
then,
back down shit, huh?
Yeah, you just find online, go online and just like read books. You know what I'm saying? Read books of people who you want to be like, and then just imagine yourself with them. Like, it sounds crazy, but literally that's what it takes. If you're in a place where no one is on the same shit that you're on, you literally have to find your own shit. You have to
navigate,
it,
bro.
You know, have to do it yourself, and that's really what it's about, you know. And then eventually you'll find the right people that to
they'll
open
gravitate
the path
them,
for
bro.
you. Yeah.
The universe is a crazy thing. Like, I believe in God 100%, and I don't think that the universe will be such a thing if it wasn't for God, because God created that.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, like, there's so much thing that you could do, manifest. But at the end of the day, like you said earlier, like, you have to put in the work. Like, say I want this YouTube channel to blow up, right? For example, like, I have to literally like do the marketing, do this. Like, I have to put time, effort, energy.
Yeah.
And the same thing what you said, like, the energy will come back from the universe itself, because you are already doing something that the universe is seeing, which is putting the fucking effort.
Yeah.
So it's like, just put in the fucking effort and everything else will open.
There's a thing called the will to power. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
The will to power?
Yes.
Exactly. So, like, you know, as time goes on, all these things are happening. You're just getting more powerful, more powerful. All these bumps in the road, you get more powerful. Oh, shit. Like, you got up and you fell. Like, when you're a baby, you got up and you fell. You don't just go like, oh, shit, it's over, I can't walk. Like, no, you keep going until you...
You got to learn how to crawl before you learn how to walk.
That's how it is, you know, and that's what I do. You know, I don't have no problem taking a loss, you know, because it's just about how you react to that, you know. And it's really what it's about, you know. Like, these kids, the kids who are looking at this, or even the adults, you know, don't think like you're old and it's over with. Like, nah, you can do whatever the fuck you want, you know. Like, for real, like, you can do whatever you want, you know. And
it's never too late to change, bro.
No.
That's the thing with people, and I feel like a lot of people, like, I used to date this girl, bro, like 31, 32, and I would like literally teach her everything and try to give her so much knowledge to change, and she just wouldn't budge.
Yeah.
Like, she just wouldn't budge, and it's crazy because it's like the reactions that she was giving out wasn't growth.
Yeah.
She didn't desire to grow, so it didn't make her grow.
Yeah,
And you know, and the same thing with the youth. Like, you need to be like, you have to have a desire. Like, that just lit up a fire in my ass. Like, I gotta go do this. I'm desiring what I want to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I want to do it. I
I
have
wanna
to do it. I have to do it.
It's not too late. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're 31, 32, 40, 60, 70. You still have 30 years even if you're 70. Like, do the shit that you
100%.
wanted to do when you were 40, 30, 20. It doesn't fucking
100%.
matter.
It's
Like,
all about desire. You gotta have desire. Like, if you
living
don't have a
life.
desire, what are you doing with your life? You know, the desire has to burn. Like, there's sayings that I say to myself, because even the way you talk to yourself changes everything. So I would say to myself, like, all right, Manny, you have a fiery desire to win. Your desire,
ambition, passion
is burning hard. And I close my eyes and I just think that, okay, what would I do if I have a fiery desire to win this fight? Okay, what do I do? Now fear goes out the way. It's just all action. You know, how are you gonna move if you really truly believe in yourself? How are you gonna move if you really want to do something? What moves are you gonna do? Then thoughts just start popping in. The universe, God just starts giving me ideas. Okay, Manny, you don't know how to fight? All right, bet. You're 14. Go run. Shit's just gonna start coming to you. Go run. That's the first step. Oh shit, I can't run a mile. Fuck. All right, let me pick it up again tomorrow. All right, I'm running. Okay,
start
shit.
somewhere. Just start, bro.
It's building blocks.
Yes,
blocks. I look back, actually, like before that last fight, I looked at my life and I was thinking about myself when I was like 13, 14 running. Everyone know, like back in O'Fallon, bro, I would run the whole fucking place, bro. Like a madman, I would run the whole place. That's when now I'm a marathon runner, ultra runner. But bro, I was looking back and I would just be dreaming, visualizing, thinking about myself fighting, thinking about myself winning championships, thinking about myself who I want to be when I'm winning the belt. And I visualize myself, how I look, everything. And then now I was looking at that last fight, I was like, oh shit. Like I'm that guy now. You know what I'm saying? Like I am that guy. I'm doing it. Like I'm
doing exactly
shape.
what you vision.
I'm doing what I thought I would do. I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. And I am that guy. And now it's just like, okay, now that you are that, now we have to ramp it up even more so and work even harder. You know,
don't get comfortable. Even when you get to the place that you've been dreaming about, don't fucking get comfortable. And I feel like that's the number one mistake people do. Like, let's say they open a business, their business fucking booms, they're making millions of dollars. All right, I can chill now. Nah, bro, you can make billions now. You know, you can fucking
100%.
help other people make millions while you're still making money. Now you don't have to work physically.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
this shit's never over.
There's always a different goal, bro. Like once you reach the top of one mountain, there's another mountain that's higher than that. Go reach that one. Go reach that one. Oh, you outgrew that pond. You're the biggest fish in that. Hop in another pond. There's sharks
exactly.
now.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's just a whole. It's just continuously, bro.
Never stops.
Never, bro. Like you want to fight, you want a belt, cool.
You gotta level up.
Now defend it. Yeah, now defend it. Now you defended it, cool. There's gonna be a bigger person coming. It's just testimony after testimony after testimony, and that's how life is, bro. You will never be like. To me, I will never be satisfied. That might be a bad thing or a good thing. I'll be satisfied because I know how to make myself happy, and I know how to make myself sustainable to where I'm like, all right, like I love myself, but I will never ever stop.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I will never stop.
Me, I like my life. I love my life. I'm satisfied with my life. However, I know I could get more. I could do more. I could do.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not egotistic. You're not like cocky. No, you're a beast.
It's like one day we're all gonna die. So there's a
Who they gonna remember you as?
The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. The first thing it says in this book is imagine your funeral. Everyone's there. What are they saying about you? Like, how did you impact the people? For me, when I die, if there's a kid there who's like, damn, Manny actually helped me become, helped me believe in myself, helped me get in shape. Damn, dude showed me how to like eat healthier. Dude actually helped me become a good fighter. Damn, and then they show their kid that, and then their kid, like that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, and then with fighting and with everything that I do. That's really what the ultimate, the end goal is already in mind always, So it's about seeing how far I could take it. It's not about any egotistical shit. It's just about I want to see how far I could take it. I want to see 100%. What I'm built of, what I'm made out of, what I'm built with. Just a kid from West Africa, Togo. And,
fucking beast, bro. I respect you a lot.
Hey,
bro.
Respect you,
and
bro.
As a fighter, bro, I know you have to go through a lot of shit. And I really appreciate you for coming onto this podcast. And for everybody out there that's watching or that's going to watch this, man, I know you guys could learn something from this and from this young man. Watch his fights that's coming up. When is it again?
I'm planning March or February.
Just follow up on his Instagram. We'll tap it in below here. And I hope you guys love this episode. I hope you guys, learn something, like I said. And we'll see you on the next one.
Next one.
Bye.